Welcome to A2, Q2, and we are watching 250 Group A. Welcome on in, everybody. This is our live watch party where we all watch qualifying two together, and I give you guys some thoughts here. Oh, we got Kitchen and Deegs firing it up here right off the rip for 250 Group A qualifier number 2. Oh, Deegs backed out. Deegs backed out. That's weird. That's weird. Whoa, that was a big overjump. Okay, so the big question here, I think, this weekend is going to be what exactly happened at the farm this week between Deegs and Anstie. Obviously, there's been a lot of talk. I think everybody's seen Steve's tweet of something happened between him and Anstie. Now, what that was, I'm sure we'll find out this week. To be real honest, I'm sure we'll find out because the one great thing is that, wow, look at Levi Steezy, baby. He's out here to prove a point right now. Kitchen's pissed. Now, can he get a start? That's a completely other question. But wow, did he just terrorize the last part of that lap? Welcome in, everybody. Thanks for coming in. Let's see here. Good run through the, wow, that was a great run through the whoops. And then went 3-3. Hit that corner great. Just a huge scrub off that triple. Kitchen rolling. 1020. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, let's see if Degan can respond here. Thanks for joining us, everybody. If you guys got a comment or anything, go ahead and hit the comment section. We'll talk back and forth as much as we can. All right, Deeg's on a fast lap here. And again, it's crazy to me how he thrives off all of this stuff that goes on between him and everybody else. So, all right. So Deegs half a second quicker through segment 1 already. Segment 2, he's still 0.6 quicker. Still in the green, which is good. Big jump over the start there. He's going to big jump this. Although he doesn't quite have that timed over the start there. That first one, he's like still going pretty long on it. Boom, ripping. Hit that tough block. Thank goodness it's the old tough block, or the new tough blocks, not the old ones. That 3-3 there after that on-off or table over single, whatever, is going to be gnarly because you have to get up over that big one for the landing, which is, I think it's going to catch somebody. Somebody's going to get caught. Big scrub off the triple there, whatever that little double is that everybody's over jumping because it looks like it's way overbuilt. And Deegs goes 1012. Wow. 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 Red and white kit looks good, especially on the bike with the red plates. So, guys, make sure to hit that thumbs up button there. That'll help us out if you guys want to chat, comment, whatever. Hit the chat there. We can definitely talk back and forth there. So Deegs up top right now with a 1012. Look at Hunter Yoder, dude. 1018. Wow. That's awesome. Wow, these are good 450 times. Yeah, these are, yeah, I think we may see a 59 in the 450s here, especially like out of chase. So what a great session here. Track looks pretty good. Gonna be completely different than we've seen the last 2 weeks also because because it's gonna be ruddy. So who is down? Is that Mosman, Anstie? Looks like Anstie. Sorry, I don't have the biggest TV in here. And it's box in box and they're not zoomed in. So anyway, Kitchen back on the move again here. That little dog leg section I think is going to be okay this week. Comparatively to 2 weeks ago when we were here and we had the dog leg cause the whole Barsha situation. Sand section looks good. I'd be interested to see if somebody goes outside what that looks like comparatively there. Big 3 in. Another double. Okay. Okay. Kitchen putting some stuff together here. So I don't think doubling back over the start straight there on that section he just went through is going to be a thing. I think Degan tried to do it on the first lap, but I think that second bump's too small, or that second little jump is too small to get up over that big that they have there. Kitchen, good run through the whoops. Goes 3 again. Okay, he's crushing it this lap. He's crushing it. Good scrub. Another good little scrub. They're all way over jumping that second double. I don't know what the deal is with that double. And Kitchen goes to the top. 10125. to a 101.28. We got ourselves a race here, boys and girls. We got ourselves a race. Qualifying showdown that's worth 0 money and 0 points, by the way. So everybody just keep note of that. These dudes are literally just doing it to swing that thing between their legs around. Deeg's in the red, so this lap is not faster. Oh, back to the top. 101.14. Wow. These guys are getting it. Like I said, I bet we see, if we don't see a 1 flat, let alone a 59 and 450s, I'll be honestly surprised. All right, Chance Hymas here. Got the gray fly gear on. Not a bad look. Not spectacular, but not bad. I like this track. It's got a lot of cool looking jumps in it here. Like a lot of these kind of turning jumps. Kind of booters there. I don't mind that at all. Kitchen working a jump line there. See how that works. That's cool. That 3-3 is a stretch there after the whoops for these 250 dudes. 101.4 still for Degan, Kitchen. Dude, and how about Hunter Yoder with a 101.6 in third place? Knee injury and all there. Just crushing. Then we got Hymas, Ryder D, Volan, McAdoo. All right, here is Kitchen again. Kitchen in the green right now, which means he is ripping. So that's cool. See how long you can stay in the green. I like when we have these showdown battles here in qualifying. Makes everything way more interesting. First round really sucked doing this show because the times didn't get faster. And after about halfway, I think everybody kind of realized the times weren't going to get faster, and everybody just went, okay, cool, we're done. Man, Kitchen's still in the green here. DB said Yoder was looking special this year, and so far he has proven it. Yeah, he definitely is. Very, very impressed with Yoder. I think he can be. It's really too bad he had that knee injury, because I think he would have been a podium threat for sure if he didn't have that knee injury. Now with the knee injury, though, I still think he's top 5. Dude, Kitchen goes to the top with a 101 flat 0.8. 100.8. Oh, Degan almost just went to Indonesia at the end of the whoops there. Gnarly. And it's something just like that. Hey, thank y'all for tuning in. This is our A2 Q2 watch party here, which is where we just watch it together and I just make the comments that I would be thinking anyway. I can't believe Deeg just almost went to Indonesia. That is crazy. And it's something just little like that that could take this whole championship away. Not even him getting into it with anybody, not a big Tebow, not any of that. It's something little like that in qualifying here that could really, really just destroy what's going on here. All right, talking to Duff. Cool. Let's see here. SMX Next kids are racing this weekend, which is also cool. Always good to see them and see what does it actually look like. Oh, whoops. All right, sweet. Max Anstey. Now, Max is not a track looking like an EC track with these ruts. Yeah, it is for sure, which is going to make everything super duper interesting tonight because, again, this is like way different. Like we had like the first round, which was dry. There weren't really any ruts. Then we had the second round in San Diego there. A few ruts. Wasn't too bad. Ended up being pretty good. And now here we are. They got rain this week, and this track's moist. It is moist. Guys, do me a favor. Hit that thumbs up button. That helps us out here in the old algorithms fighting the YouTube battle here to get the live out. All right, so let's run this down the top 5 here. So we got Kitchen on top with a 1 minute flat 0.8. We've got Degan in second with a 101.14. We've got Ryder D third with a 101.16. So, man, really close there. And then we've got Anstey with a 101.4 and Yoder rounding out the top 5 with a 101.6. So, all those guys are within less than 2 seconds in the top 5. And Kitchen's back on another heater here. Can he improve his time? Can he get to... Oh, he just cased that triple? He just cased that triple a little bit. Here I'm reading times. And doesn't improve. Still 1-0 flat. That was... Man, though, he is ripping. If he can get off the gate, man, I think he's got something for Degan. If he can get off the gate, I think he's got something for Degan. So we'll see. Deeg's back out here on another fast one. I haven't seen any big quads. 3 on off the corner. That was big. Man, no matter what you kind of do out of that corner, though, you still got a 3 over that big, like, and land over that big one right before the corner there, which to me is just sketchy. It's super duper sketchy. I saw it yesterday in press, and I was like, oh, man, is there a way? Whoa, Deegs, wow. What is, he's just all over the place. No way. Deegs goes to the top. 100.59. Anstey in the 100s too with a 100.88. Oh, the boys are playing. The boys are here to play today. This is good. This is really good. McAdoo. Anybody think McAdoo can get another podium here? A little Whackers action. I think Whackers can, but if everybody gets off the line, then I think it's I think people are in trouble. Yeah, Daddy Deeks came to play today. He's definitely here. He he showed up last week, and he's definitely here. Uh-oh, Kitchen in the green already, though, so that's good. Let's see how long he can stay in the green. Nope, that lap got fucked, I think. There's no way he's... Well, he's still in the green, but barely. He got a little screwed up by that... Oh, nope, he backed out of it. He's out. He's out. He's out. So that's a bummer. He was in the green there. He was looking good, so... All right, run down the top 5 here again. Are we out of time? That's it? We're out of time already? So it looks like Deeg's going to be the fastest then with a 100.5. Then Kitchen 100.8. Anstey 100.8. Ryder D 101.1. Yoder 101.6. Man, that's a solid top 5. And that's not even counting Hymus, Mosman. So Deegs, another fastest qualifier here. Man, 1st to 10th is separated by 2.5 seconds. That is absolute insanity. So still want to know what happened at the practice track this week between Deegs and Anstey. Again, this is this in my opinion is just what happens when a kid, Deegan and Anstey, will be in Moto 2. Yeah, that'll be good. That will be good. Man, I'm excited for that. I want to see those two together as much as possible tonight because I just think I believe there's going to be fireworks between them. I 100% believe there's going to be fireworks, which are going to be the same kind of fireworks that you're going to see when Deeks hits 450s if he continues to do what he does, because men don't play the games and just sit down like the boys he's been playing with. He's played the game with Juju. He's played the game with Kitchen. He's played the game with a lot of these dudes. And like, those dudes are all great dudes, but they're still kids. Where then you get to like Anstey, who's a 32-year-old man with a family, and it's like, that's a problem. You get in the 450 class, there's a lot of those dudes are 30-somethings with families. And they don't care about you. So, and they also are not scared. So they'll just stand up and be like, nah, we're not fucking doing this. So will that actually happen? They probably just got loud with each other and got blown out of proportion. Maybe. But even if they just got loud with each other, man, that's still, I mean, it's just not something that happens, because most of the time the guys on the teams together are pretty cordial with each other / pretty respectable of each other. But then again, I mean, the part of it is that like they were told last week to kind of just back her all down. And even yesterday, as we heard in the presser, like Will Hahn was like, look, we sat everybody down. We told them it's round 3. Like, let's just keep making points, which I do believe was the case. I believe they were all told that prior to last week also. I believe they were told, hey, we're 2 rounds in, or we're going into round 2. Let's not do anything dumb, which of course, then I hear that the Deegs do their, or I shouldn't even say the Deegs. Degan does his own thing. He does not care. And because he is him, he can get away with it because it's the team's golden goose right now. Let's hear what he has to say. Track's easy for him right now. Let's see here. Rack points for the team. Yeah, Degan isn't even the same 250 team, correct? No, he is. He's on the same 250 team. He just pits out of the 450 truck, and they did that last year just out of need. Uh, um, Technically, yes, with contract, I believe he's under. Well, I don't know if he's under factory Yamaha yet because he's not on the 450. And if he is, yes, but the star guys are still the ones building his bikes for him. He's still a star guy at this point. All right, 450 Group A. That's enough Degan talk. 450 Group A here. Kenny nailing the fake start there. Ando on the inside too. Ando's spicy this year. Ando's real spicy. And the top 10 in points, once you get past Tomac there in first, once you get past the first three, everybody's pretty tight from like fourth on down to 10th, which is good. I think it's like 18 to like 24, so like 6 points separate those guys. Oh, look at Coop Webb. Paul Webb out in front there. Look at Paul Webb just taking charge, being the man. Here he goes. Let's see what Paul Webb can throw down, because Paul Webb's kind of in a must-win situation here. He needs to put points on the board. Both him and Sexton need to put points on the board. Otherwise, if they go, say 4, 5, 5, 6, whatever, and you get Kenny, Hunter, and Eli on the podium here again tonight, all of a sudden you're going to be a points deficit that's not insurmountable because we're only 3 rounds in, but it's going to start looking like a big hill you got to start climbing up. Not that really bothers Webb, I don't think. In fact, we saw, I believe, a graphic during qualifying 1 that 220 was it 21? I don't know. One of his, he came from like 21 points back or something. So it's not insurmountable, but it's getting to that point of like, oh, buddy, that's a lot. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in here, watching the Q2 live show here with us. I'm Travis from the Moto Aftermath Show. We do these every single week, which is basically just kind of my commentary, which now kind of sucks because JB and AC are great, and I love listening to them just as much as you guys do. But make sure to drop a comment down there. We can chat. Hit that thumbs up button for me. That really helps. And tell your friends about this. We may do some race commentary at some point too. I don't know. We'll see. That's what I'm saying. He isn't there for the team tactics stuff. Well, yes. I don't know, man. It's a weird situation with him. I'm done with it right now until he does something else stupid tonight, which guaranteed will happen because he's Degan. He can't help himself. Ando looks comfortable on the yellow. The last 2 years in the Cowie just looked off. I don't know. That Cowie bike there's something with that. I don't know what it is, but there's definitely something with that Cowie bike that's not fully there for most guys. They're doing a lot with Sextons. They're doing a lot. And I think that's because Cowie kind of knows this is their kind of last hope here. I mean, obviously the Prado thing went crappy. I will tell you too that I know they made a run at trying to get Degan for a 450 deal. Offered him an absolute metric fuck ton of money to come over there and ride, and he turned him down, which is probably because he went and rode the bike and didn't like the bike. So yeah, so Kawasaki really needs to make something happen and make it right for Sexton, which is why I think you're seeing Pro Circuit clamps, Pro Circuit suspension on there. I don't know what else they did this week. They still were testing, Chase said, so we'll have to wait and see. Prado on screen there, and Prado goes to 5th overall. So this will be an interesting test for Prado because we're going to obviously have more ruts, deeper ruts, ruts in the rhythms, ruts in the corners. So be an interesting test here to see how he handles this. Obviously last week didn't get the best start, and maybe he's start dependent. We'll have to see. Still looked great in qualifying, still looked great in the heat last week, but then you got the main, like I said, just flopped the start. Which is crazy because he is Jorge Prado and he's a great starter, but he's got his flaws here too, so we'll see. But I'll say it right now. I've said it now since A1. we were definitely wrong about him here. So Joey Savacci there. Great ride last week. Hopefully that guy has another solid ride. Deadshot Gaming. Hey, in other news, Prado has officially made it further in SX. yeah. Prado's officially further into the Supercross season than he has been. So we'll see. All right, running it down here about 5 minutes into this session. We got Roxon at the top with a 100.8. We got Sexton in second with a 100.8. We've got Anderson third with a 100.9. Paul Webb with a 101.1. And Hunter with a 101.3. But Tomac's on one right now, so we'll see. I'm sure he's going to move up here into that top 5 as we go here. Now let's see, what's he going to do? He's going to 3 on. He's going to off. He's going to big. Packed up a little bit there in that. That was interesting. Didn't fully back out though, just packed up and had to not go 3-3 out of that section. Let's see here. Boom, over the triple, over this little double thing. Through the corner, my TV froze for a second, and nope, still in ninth. Still in ninth. Could this be the first chink in the armor for Eli Tomac here? Yeah, I would like to see Sexton get off the gate and run most of the main without big issues and see kind of where he lands compared to these other guys. Because like he's been ripping, but it's easy to rip when you are stuck in the gate and you're coming from dead last, because whatever you get, it's going to be better than what you got, which is last place. So I'll be interested to see where he gets with that, if that happens. But who knows, man? Dude, Chase essentially finds ways to lose as far as I'm concerned. And I don't really have a problem with Chase. It's just you know, he just finds ways to lose. Yeah, top 10 start. Dude, if he could get a top 10 start at this point, it would be pretty fantastic for him. So we'll see. I mean, ripping last week. Don't get me wrong, ripping. But again, it's easy to rip when like there's nothing to lose. What do you got to lose? Stargate's got a better shot at winning than Sexton. That's funny. That was a funny comment there. I like that one a lot. So Dylan on the Ducati. Wait, yeah. Also doing well. That little hip jump there would be so much fun to hit in that split section there. I would like to just go out there and jump that. Chases the New York Giants of moto. Well, that could be true too. All right, let's see here. So running it down. There we go. Called it. Sexton goes to the top, 59.9. Justin Cooper, 100.4. RJ Hampshire, 100.4. Prado, 100.8. Roxon, 100.8. Paul Webb on one here, jumping whoops early. 3 into the corner here. Let's see, where does Paul Webb land? Because he's currently in 8th with a 101.1. Can he drop it down to a 100? Can he get there? Can he get there? Paul Webb, nope. Still 8th with a 101.1. Eli on a lap here too. Good run through the whoops there. Goes 3 again. Cool. Scrubs this triple. Scrubs this little double thing into the corner. And can he improve out of 14th place? And he does. Goes to 4th with a 100.7. Chase at the top, though, still with that 59.9. Although he did say in an interview he feels like he could qualify fastest in his damn truck. So we'll have to see. Oh, what you guys saying here? RJ is still sleeping giant for me. RJ is a time bomb too. Yeah. Oh no, was that Chase just went down? Oh, he's pissed. Oh, he's pissed. And there goes, and just like that, there goes Chase Sexton's day. It's over. It's over. The day was going well. Now it's over. All right, let's see here. Enters the whoops and just gets off. Starts skipping across. Yep, boom. He entered it on the lean angle, just caught an edge, And that was all she wrote. And he's pissed. Not only is he pissed, the whole day's ruined. Now that gear though, sick. Absolutely sick. I like how he's got the hang loose sign on his pants. There is nothing hanging loose with Chase. Not one effing thing. He's wound up so tight, it's insanity. Why is that, you ask? That's a story for a different time. But that's Chase Sexton for you, dude. Like I said, finds a way to lose here. The RJ time bomb thing, I'll be interested to see. We all have heard now that KTM got that new shock right before like A1, which supposedly doesn't blow out like the old one did. I don't know how much I believe that, but we'll have to see. So far, so good, at least, because I figured Tomac would blow through 2 or 3 of these shocks. Whoops are getting gnarly. Whoops are getting real gnarly. However, I know that they only built 3, and it was for AP and Prado and Tomac. Now, I heard that maybe the Husky guys got them last week, or maybe they were going to get them this week. So I will be interested if they do get that shock, if they are able to improve the bike a little bit. Also, RJ's been hurt so much. He has gotten literally 0 testing time. What's up, David? Good to see you, bud. Yeah, man. Qualifying. We're here. Like RJ's had 0 testing time. And I know this for a fact, like direct from his mouth, that he has 0 testing time. He didn't have testing time before outdoors last year. He literally just went and rode the bike basically, and like that was it. And he had 0 testing time before this year too. So with that being said, I would be interested if he did some testing to see, God, I want to hit that hip jump that Kenny just went, like that section right there would be fun. That whole little kind of like turning hip section, especially, I love hip jumps like that, where it's like they're not real big. You can just kind of lean into it because it's a hip jump, and just like you look steezy without even trying. I like hip jumps. I do like those a lot. I should build one out back just to shoot insta bangers. Yeah, that's what I'm doing this year. I'm building a hip jump just to shoot insta bangers. I actually have that because I built a mound for things that, you know, go pew pew back there, and it's not done yet. But that's what I'm doing. I'm building hip jumps, dude. I'm pumped about this. Wait till spring hits, which ain't gonna be real soon here because, to be honest, it's absolutely freezing outside. All right, here we go. So, end of the session here. Let's see if anybody comes flying in for one last lap time here. Doesn't appear to be yet. So looks like we are going to have Sexton be fastest qualifier again. Does that translate to tonight? Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? Okay. Anybody on a fast lap? Anybody coming in? Whoop, whoop. Anybody coming in? Whoop, whoop. I don't think so. Haven't seen anything yet. Haven't seen anything. Doesn't look like it. Okay, so run down the top 5 here. Sexton, 59.9. Actually kind of amazed he's the only guy in the 59s. Justin Cooper, 100.4. RJ Hampshire, 100.4. Ken Roxon, 100.5. And 5th, Joey Savacci, 100.6. There's less than a second. There is less than a second separating the top 10. And Hunter Lawrence is 10th, and he was on the box. Eli Tomac has won 2 races, is 7th. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. We'll see what Chase has to say here before we sign off, because I'm sure he's, I don't know, maybe he doesn't have anything interesting to say. He's not Degan. Sexton pushes 110% all the time. He needs to figure out when to dial it back a bit. Yes, he does. Those whoops are nasty. Yes, yes, they are. So we will see. Eli can run pace all night, though. Yeah, I'm not really worried about the qualifying because there's a lot of people. Hunter, Eli. Cooper Webb isn't even on the frickin', what's it called? Cooper Webb's not even in the top 10. Oh, we're going to talk to Justin Cooper. Okay. So did Sexton just not do the interview for fastest qualifier there? Because, and that's why we just talked to Justin Cooper. Yep, that's exactly what the hell just happened. So he'll be getting fined for that, which will be interesting. Okay, cool. So yeah, that's been the qualifying show. Interested to see what happens tonight. Cooper Webb not even in the top 10. Oh, did he pull off after he ate shit? Okay, maybe the bike was bent up. I don't know. I saw him go into the pits. I didn't see if he left or not. And I can't hear because obviously I'm talking to you guys and I can't stream this. I know I've asked questions. So anyway, all right. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in. Be back with the reaction show after the race tonight. And don't forget, we do these all the time. Tell your friends, and we'll see you all on the next one. Later.